bugging you are pests, unwanted guests. Bring your pest problems to...
Hi, how are you again? This is Rob McMaster, Halt Pest Control. This time of year is winter, and of course your house is becoming very attractive to a lot of different pests. There are some things that you can do, I call winter housekeeping, that can keep them from entering your house. I guess number one are rats and mice. Rats and mice are a common pest in the house, and they're, of course, as things get colder outside, they want to move inside where it's warmer. It's surprising how much damage that we see done by rats and mice, particularly rats. In a sub area or an attic space, they burrow in the insulation, chew holes through things, chew on wiring, contaminate the surfaces, fecal material, urine. It's just one of those things they do. And if you can keep them out of your house, it's so much better for you and your house. One of the things, go around the outside and look at the vents. Make sure all those vents are intact. Make sure that where any utility plunges through the wall or the vent, seal up, add screening to that, or steel wool to that, or something to eliminate the pests. Check the gaps underneath your doors. If you have gaps into the garage underneath your door, believe me, the mice are going to find a way in there. And they're also going to find a way into your sub area. And commonly they find their way through the sub area through your furnace. Where the HVAC meets the bottom of the garage door, or I'm sorry, the garage floor, there's commonly a gap there. If you can get there and seal that, that's a very common area that they get into. Also, there's a pipe from your water heater that goes into your sub area. There's always a huge gap there. Make sure you seal that. These are all areas that we commonly find that rats and mice are entering your house. Part of the thing that we do when we go out to a house for a rat or a mouse or a rodent control job is we want to find, why these things keep persisting. And how they're getting into the structure, because otherwise they'll just keep coming. Unless you find a way to stop them from coming, they will always be challenging your house. The other thing we commonly find is, I'd say 50% of the time when we're talking to the homeowner on the house that has particularly a rat problem, there's always a bird feeder, or they're feeding the squirrels or feeding the wildlife, but unbeknownst to the homeowner, they're also feeding the rats and mice, and commonly it's a big problem. They're sustaining populations of rats that all of a sudden they notice later on. So if you do have bird feeders, I recommend you keep them away from the house. I also recommend that you rake up or clean up underneath them, because guaranteed rodents and rat populations will start from there. Anyway, also in a housekeeping matter for the wintertime, check the gutters, make sure that they're connected, make sure that water is flowing away from the house, make sure that the gutters aren't clogged. That's another area we commonly find a problem that leads to all kinds of issues, particularly with dry rot, mold, fungus, mildew. But anyway, go around your house, look at those housekeeping things. Keep the wood away from your house. Firewood, keep it away from the house. At least provide a gap. Rats, mice, also wood-destroying organisms will find their way into the house that way. We always find all these problems because the homeowner, of course, calls us, but it's always directly related to some conducive condition, be it clogged gutters, screens that are open, wood up against the house, gutters that are inappropriately installed or not conveying water away from the house. These are just some very common things that you can do yourself. Thank you anyway. Rob McMaster, Halt Pest Control, 503-524-8548 or www.haltpestcontrol.com. Thanks.
Our bugs, bugging you, our pests, unwanted guests.